did your other
position.
computer cost? Wait, how much
What?
did your other computer cost? How much did your
My
other
other
computer
computer was
cost?
2,000.
Sterling?
Yeah, no, my other computer was so fucking expensive, but it was the biggest pile of shit ever.
And you thought buying another biggest pile of shit was a good idea?
No. This computer's like fully operated. It doesn't crash. It's a really good computer. It's smooth. It can like edit really well on, like do games, can do calls perfectly. This other one would consistently buffer and crash. When I would open a Google document on that computer, it would just crash.
Okay, so what are you using this computer for? Like, what have you done with it so far?
Okay, so you know when I don't want to share. Can I? I'm gonna say this in the most how should I say this? Bleak way possible, so placid way possible, so no one can derive anything. There were ideas of creating shorts channels, which I wanted to edit on this for. I was using this for game development because I was making like SCP games and shit like that because I wanted to kind of stop doing drama and I kind of just wanted to do game development because I found that a lot more fun. Also, we had the idea of like working for your channel, but I kept procrastinating because of like 50 million other shit going on. But I had a whole plan of like getting all these old documents, calling out like these really bad YouTubers.
Regarding the game development, you didn't really do anything with the game development. Regarding the shorts, it was just something we were speaking about. We never actually were
regarding the game development, there's a private group chat we have where we've got a bunch of models and all that stuff. We disbanded Crazy Dev after Crazy.
Unless you made a new group chat, I'm pretty sure I was part of that.
We made a new group chat. We made a new group chat. We strayed away from Crazy Dev. I'm in the group chat right now. I haven't been active in the past few days because of all of this, but on guard, we have a bunch of SCP models and shit. I have a Google document going over like how I want the structure of the map to be.
Okay.
I will literally send you it in the group chat.
Sure.
Right here. Oh yeah, I just looked at the DMs because of every. Let me just send you a bunch of screenshots. Do you want me to send? I don't think you'd care so much about the Google document where I go over like. I'll just send it in your DMs.
I don't want to start like an argument about religion or anything like that. But you're saying on God. I remember you said you were atheist.
No, I said I'm not atheist. I said it's better to believe in a God than not.
Which religion do you follow?
I would say when I was younger, I grew up in like a Catholic school, but I don't know, Catholic or Christian. I believe in Jesus. I believe that he existed.
Okay.
Why? I don't understand what the point is to grow up and die not believing in a God in case you just burn in hell for being a disbeliever. Doesn't sound a very good way to go. I'm just conflicted about everything right now.
Checking. Okay, Dial, you said you wanted to say something regarding what Parlo was saying earlier regarding the conversation that we had?
Oh yeah. Parlo, why did you like... I told you yesterday what you said to Guango when he brought it up. Why are you glossing over the fact you called Guango, and I quote, on God, a bored, retarded person for 15 whole minutes?
Retarded person?
A bored, retarded person. That's exactly what you said. Did you not? And then you liked. No, you called Guango a bored. I'm not talking about that.
No, I'm asking, are you saying bold, retarded person?
Bored. B-O-R-E-D. Bored.
Dude, we've all called each other retards. Yeah, I called that
then that's all you said the entire call. You didn't take it serious at all.
You want me to be transparent? I was fucking livid that everyone was making jokes about the situation when it was extremely stressful for me to deal with, and I didn't know what to do. I shouldn't have said it. Everyone calls me retards. You guys all call me retards. I call you retards. We do it as jokes. That wasn't a joke. That was an insult. Shouldn't have said it. but I said it at the heat of the moment, and then I left. I left because I was really angry. I didn't want to argue anymore, so I just got out the situation. If I wanted to argue more, I'd be throwing a lot more, oh, I hate you, why are you doing this? Like, yeah, I'd leave. I left. Shouldn't have said it. Heat of the moment.
Someone asked this question in chat, and I'll ask you because I think a lot of people want to know. What exactly are you taking accountability for? And what do you deny? What do you take accountability for, and what do you deny?
I'll go with what I deny first. No, I'll go with what I'm taking accountability for first. Saying that I'll change and always reverting back, I take about a fucking 2 week time where I do try and change, and then I end up reverting back when it's just like clockwork. Being chronically online, being impulsive, saying shit that I find funny and other people may find funny, but I don't think about how that would affect the other person. Being edgy, being down the reform alt-right pipeline back in 2024 and making comments that could be deemed as like bigoted and shit to people. Apologizing to Aram for the things I said about like his religion and stuff like that. Leaving the internet.
You take accountability.
Not being wait, hang on. Not being transparent about my past financial history, which led people to believe that I was in a more disparaging position than I was. What else? Oh yeah, a big part was as well. I mean, it was going over how, looking back on it all, how embarrassing it was for people who associated with me in the past to now be seen. I mean, being seen as basically, in all better terms, of course, negating the pedophile shit. Basically, Natty fucking Forsyth level shit, like being gross, disgusting, sexual deviant, and having everyone now be seen being associated with the likes of me. I'm not comparing myself to the allegations of her, just the bad press that comes from it. I'm not comparing myself to her. On God, I'm not. It is just the fact that it was radioactive suicide to be associated with me, and I said I do not fault anyone for not wanting to speak with me because of the actions that I have caused myself and inadvertently caused damage to them as well. That's what I take accountability for in a video. I word it better, and on God, it's not made by AI. Now, what I deny is, of course, the main claim that's going around somehow, some fucking how, of me being a pedophile. And then people using that to claim that I'm like the next Potemer and shit like that. That's being, on God, that's going around. That's like a massive fucking thing. People are coming from your video and saying, you've betrayed us, you've become what you swore to destroy, you are now a predator. You're as bad as Kaneko Kitten. This isn't a straw man. I literally have the screenshots, there's a fuck ton of them. But what I also deny is that it's charity fraud and scamming. That would improve that there's malicious intent behind that. I have the proof that it was not misappropriated or anything like that. And after being staunch and being fucking stoic about me not being that much in a wrong, I buttoned my shit up and doing stuff to give the money back. Even if the people don't want the money back, I just want to give the money back because I just don't feel comfortable taking that money after the controversy that's transpired from it, and also because I've seen a few people say that they just want their money back. I'm not pocketing it. I'm not stealing it. It was never anything like that. It was that I was in a genuine... I mean, I'm going to show in my video as well how I had to stay at friends' houses. I didn't have a house, being kicked out, had to deal with a police report with my fucking father and shit like that. It's bleak.
I interject. Wait, hold on. Give me a second to interject here. Okay, the whole entire situation where you got kicked out from your father's house, at that point in time, I don't believe you were getting kicked out of your father. You were staying with your fathers at the time you started that GoFundMe.
Yes,
So again,
yes, I did. That I'm not saying that was in the same time frame. I'm saying shortly after I got given it, that is where it happened, and shit got even worse. So I was already about okay. No, take a timeline. Take a timeline. So September, in a really bad position. I can't make videos. Then I get the strikes. Then I have to take the videos down. So now I don't have passive income. So now I'm stunted. So then I also have to expend money to like solicitor fees and shit like that. So then I make the GoFundMe. Before that, the situation gets exacerbated even worse by the fact that I now have to rebuy devices which the police have bullshittedly taken from me. So that's already bad. Then, indefensibly, I become really desperate and I want to get a good social life. So I pay for the ticket of this person before I ever get the funds transferred from the GoFundMe into my account. Before. And at that time, there was only about like 100, 200, something like that. Then it shot up to 500. But that was retarded. It's probably the most embarrassing thing in Roblox history. It's fucking pathetic. It's genuinely, there's no other words other than embarrassing. I mean, it's really fucking bad. But it was not prostitution, and I did not get the funds from the GoFundMe to buy for that. But it's bad. And I should have said, I should have not done the GoFundMe.
I've said this like how many times now? I've lost track. I've said this at least 10 times to you now. Once you start a GoFundMe, doesn't matter if you took the money at a later date from the GoFundMe, once you start a GoFundMe that you need money from people to help live, all of your financial, the whole entirety of your bank account, everything you spend your money on, it matters. You sending, what was it, 1,400, I believe for the plane ticket alone it was like 1,170 and something.
1,100, 300 for the other stuff, something like that.
Okay, so it was about $1,400. Or it was 1,400. It could have been a little bit more than that, but you still spent 1,400 at the time that you started that GoFundMe. Sorry, a week after you started the GoFundMe. You overall, I mean, you even if you didn't claim the money from the GoFundMe, you were still collecting money from people while you were flying out a gay furry Nazi for sex.
I did not know that they were a fucking Nazi. That shit was told to me that they got it gifted on Steam in order to fucking make them look like as a friendly thing. Like some friend came over, bought them that game, did it to fuck with them.
Even if that were true, which I don't think it is, they had to accept the game in order to actually have it in their inventory.
Yeah, and that's a completely justified thing you can criticize them for. But I know their political beliefs. I don't think them getting a retarded game on Steam is indicative of their actual political beliefs.
How do you know his political beliefs, but not really, know what he does, how he behaves, how he smelled like?
Well, we can discuss politics on call, and then seeing them in real life is like two completely tangentially different things. Like,
can you deal with
it's like a child in real life. Are you saying that he has like identity disorders?
I don't know. Listen, I know what his politics were. He's like a very big, like, liberal, hate fascist, pro-LGBT, like all of this shit that's like completely disaligned from America First or Nick Fuentes or anything fucking like that. So, yeah, I don't think that he's a Nazi. I think I haven't looked at his Steam. I don't think I even have him added on Steam. So, I don't know. This was something brought up by, like, KF, and I kind of just brushed it off because he told me that it was, like, some retarded joke his friends were pulling on him. I don't know.
Were his friends like pulling a joke on him when he was like showing furry porn in his Discord server? Yeah.
I didn't see that he sent furry porn. I think I had this talk with Mr. M as well. I don't believe it was furry porn. It was a furry calendar that he had apparently. But I think he was about 19 at the time, and he had this calendar, and he was like really fucking. There was also brought up in the Dickers live stream as well. He has like a history of mismanaging like Discord servers. So do I, but he's had it a slightly few more times. I'm not too sure about that.